Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Bonjour Lisbon. So, no, don't get worried, that's not a robot. Just a French guy who's trying to speak English well. So, as many French guys do, a few years ago, 25 years ago, I fell in love. I fell in love with technology, and this is what we are talking about today. What you see here is not me, it's not a picture of me, picture of Harry Potter. Harry Potter revisited with AI at a young age. Harry Potter will be with us during the whole presentation today. What are we going to talk about today? And what are you going to be able to do with that today? We're going to try to build this, basically, using ChatGPT to build and finish this building. So not quite there. The key thing that is true on this slide is that your skills are irreplaceable, and this is one of the things we talk about today. We'll talk about augmentation. We'll talk about generative AI, what we can do with that. I'm going to do for you a demo on stage. We're going to talk about the limits also, and how we can transform those limits into opportunities. Let's jump right into it. I'm not going to be the only one to present today. Anna is with me. Anna, can you hear us?
Hello, Pascal. Thanks for inviting me. Hello, everyone. My name is Anna. You might not believe me, but I am not a real person. I have been built using machine learning. Pascal programmed me to help him share his insights with you, and at the same time demonstrate the cutting-edge capabilities offered by technology today. I am very excited to be with you today.
Anna, we are very excited to have you with us today. Anna, I think you wanted to kick things off today, correct?
To kick things off, I have a question for the audience. What do you think is similar among the examples I'm about to show you?
Okay, let's have a look.
For the first time ever, a technological creation has taken top honors. Theater d'Opera Spatial won first place in the digital category at the prestigious Colorado State Fair. Experience a symphony of sight and sound with Refik Anadol's mesmerizing live music sculpture.
Amazing.
Unlocking the future of medicine, predicting 3D models of protein structures now helps us identify drug candidates with unprecedented precision. Revolutionize your workflow by generating PowerPoint presentations automatically. Elevate medical accuracy with cutting-edge precision in imaging, leading to more reliable diagnoses. Transforming text into 3D blueprints, we are now designing buildings, streets, and environments tailored to our lives.
That's impressive.
Witness the power of imaging technology with the longest, high-quality zoomed-out picture you have ever seen.
That is impressive.
So, did you guess the similarity behind these examples? The answer is that they all use generative artificial intelligence, or Gen AI as it's now called. It's amazing how one technology can have such a wide range of uses. Pascal, can you tell us more about why generative AI is capturing the world's attention?
Thank you, Anna. Of course, I'm going to share with you. First thing is, Gen AI, as we all know, is changing the world. Gen AI is going to revolutionize the market, a market that is growing at 100 times over the next 10 years. So be prepared for a lot of changes, a lot of innovations. we have the proof that GenAI boosts business and make our work more performant. We have the proof that GenAI boosts work performance, making our businesses more performant. Harvard Business University identified through a research that thanks to GenAI, workers can work 25% faster, but most importantly, they can work 40 times percent better. Let's have a look at how we can use generative AI to change our daily lives at work. So this is an annual report. This is an annual report that I have downloaded from the web, from Tesla, the annual report of 2020. As you can see, it's a huge document, 449 pages. It's a very boring document, to make it clear. It's very long, a lot of text, a lot of images. To read all this, it would take me hours. So I'm giving it to ChatGPT in this case, but to a large language model. And let's see what comes out is, in a few seconds, the system understood what is this document, and it is giving me the key information that is in this document. So basically, saving me hours of reading. Let's push it a little bit further. Let's put ourselves in the shoes of the chief financial officer of Tesla and ask ChatGPT, based on the information that is in this annual report, what should be the key decisions I should be making in the coming years? Right away, ChatGPT gives me the key decisions based on this annual report that I should take in the coming years. I'm doing exactly the same, putting myself in the shoes of a marketing officer, chief marketing officer. This time, I'm asking it, first, tell me what is the issue that you identify in the annual report? And close to this, on a matrix format, give me what are the recommendations and initiatives that I should implement in the coming 3 years. And you can see here 6 initiatives have been identified. I'm asking it now, focus on the last one and tell me what is the detail of the approach that I should implement to implement this initiative. What is the budget I should ask as a marketing officer? What are the other departments I should involve? What is the schedule that I should think about for the coming 3 years? So basically, this is what he gave me. Now, I want to start this project as soon as possible, and Sarah in my team, a manager, I want her to have a schedule of the first week of what she will do to implement this initiative. And this is, again, ChatGPT giving it to me. That is not 100% perfect, but this is a huge game changer because we have a draft. We don't start with a blank page. We can delegate this to our teams. They can start thinking about it. They can start working on it. Of course, here I'm sharing an annual report, so it's public. So I've shared it with the public ChatGPT. Be careful when you share documents because those documents will be read by other people if they are ingested into a large language model. Let's push it a little bit further. I'm asking it now, putting myself in the shoes of the CEO of Tesla, what can be a scenario analysis if the interest rate change in the future and the market growth change. So it is doing a sensitivity analysis, identifying 5 scenarios and giving me for each of those scenarios what would be the impact on the net income and the revenue of Tesla. So quite impressive. It identified by itself what should be the scenarios and giving me all this right away. At the end, it gives me a summary of what are the key information for each of the scenarios. So again, here, a huge game changer, going faster. Can you imagine if you have at one of your board of directors, one of the seats would be a large language model like this, that you would have given ingested all the annual reports of the previous years, all the information that is proper to your company, and have a word to say for any of the decisions you will make. For example, what do you think about this campaign that we will launch? It might say, oh, we've done it already 5 years ago. It didn't work for this and this reason. So make sure that this time you amend it. We've talked about Gen AI and what is the great thing that it brings to us as workers. Now let's have a look to the dangers and how we can overcome them. Risk number one, a risk that we all have in our minds. Our jobs are going away. And we can see it in the press everywhere. And I mean, as an expert in this topic, I can tell you, yes, our jobs are going away. But the jobs are not important. What is important is our skills. And we will talk about our skills right away. I want to trigger your thoughts about this. So what we see here is a student doing her homework using ChatGPT. What do you think? Most of the schools are currently thinking, should we ban ChatGPT at school or should we not? In this room, who thinks we should not ban ChatGPT at school? Raise the hand. We should not. We should not ban ChatGPT. So it's about a third. So it means all the other one, you think that we should ban it. My opinion on that is that AI is here. It's already there. It's already available to all of us. And it's going to stay for decades, for the whole of the rest of humanity. So we need to adapt to it, and we need to teach our kids how to use it well. And how to use it well, it means how to question the outcome that comes from it, criticize the information. And what is very important is that we need to adapt our education system to that. What does it mean? For example, instead of giving homework, standard homework to kids, ask them to work with ChatGPT during the night as a homework, and they come back to school, and we review all together, we criticize, we question the outcome from the system, we humanize it, we bring the human touch to it. That's really how we augment ourselves. And for me, it's very close to the story in 1988 when math teachers were protesting against calculators. We all use calculators, and calculators are used by all people at school. So the broader question is, what should we say to AI? Should we ban it? If we ban it, it's like doing these kind of things. Huh? Should we be scared of it? Or should we use it to augment ourselves? Should we use it? Should we embrace it? Should we embrace AI? And this is Dora the Explorer, embracing AI. How do we embrace AI? How do we augment ourselves? That's easy to say, but how do we do that? It all comes to one equation: human plus AI. If we can solve this equation, we know how to augment ourselves. The human part, we know it. The AI part is not the big issue. The big issue, the most critical component here is the plus. The plus is basically the connection. How do we connect human and AI so that they are as close as possible and they can augment themselves? Based on my research and experience, 2 key steps to augment ourselves. The first one is automate work tasks. Seems very simple to say like that. How do we do that? Have a look in your schedule of the past 2-3 weeks. Identify the tasks that you performed over those weeks. For each of those tasks, identify how long you spent on them. Identify which is the value that you got from them. And for the 20% of the tasks that took you the most time, those are those tasks that you want to automate. Those are typically those repetitive, transactional tasks that are time-consuming, that we don't like to do, like data entry, performing reports. You get it. Managing emails and so on. You get it. All those things that we don't like to do and that we can automate. And when we automate, we gain something very important, which is the time. We get more time, and we get more time to educate ourselves, to spend time with our family. to go beyond the rest of the work that we have to do. Second step is about elevating work tasks. How do we identify which tasks to elevate here? Out of the tasks you identify, the 20% of the tasks that generate the highest value are the ones that we want to elevate with AI. While with the automation, we were freeing up our time by delegating it to AI. What we do with elevation is we work together with AI amplifying our skills. Typically, what do we elevate? Decision-making, leadership, all those tasks around collaboration with others, creativity. Let's move now to the second risk and opportunity of generative AI. We are getting fooled by AI. In this room, who of you think that those two cubes are moving? Are not moving. Do you think they are not moving? They are not moving, raise the hand. They are not moving, raise the hand. Okay, normally every human seeing this has their brain say, they are moving, definitely. The blinking light, the arrows, all these are fooling our brains. Our brains are very easy to fool. And this is exactly what AI is capable to do. AI can fool our brain. And we need to be careful about this because this is an obstacle to us being augmented. First example of how AI can fool our brain and our decisions. If you ask GenAI for a color photograph of a fast food worker, it's going to give you this. A lot of pictures of colored people. Ask for a color photograph of a judge. It's going to give you this. Many white male senior guys. Of a housekeeper. It's going to be mainly Asian ladies. Of a doctor. So what we can see is definitely those systems are biased. They don't represent the fair representation of the reality. And why are they biased? For one very good thing. It's because we have trained them using data that we have created, we humans. And because we humans are biased, then those systems are biased. And because those systems are much more powerful than we are in scale and capacity to calculate, then they are super biased, okay? So what can we do about that? The first thing is understand ourselves, understand our own bias. I recommend all of you to go on Wikipedia and search for cognitive biases. And you will see that we have exactly 188 cognitive biases identified as of today. The first thing to do is to read them. Read them, understand them, ingest them, because they are dangerous for us. They are dangerous for our decisions. And of course, when we make decisions with AI, we need to think about this. What is the possibility of having any of those biases entering into my decision? Let's have a look at how other ways AI can fool us. As you can see, machines are learning while humans are hooked. We are on our phones. We keep on going back on our phones, on our games, on social media, and so on. Addiction is a key issue that is stronger and stronger in our world because of artificial intelligence. 40% of the people, according to research, are either already addicted or about to become. Those addictions, basically, I was addicted a few years ago to social media, and it took me a while to get out of this. When you get addicted, you always want to come back to those things, to those applications. And they are done for the right way. I mean, I used to develop those AIs, and those AIs that we have in our phones, in our computers, are made to understand our weaknesses as humans. As humans, we like rewards, incentives. We like to come back and invest on recognition with others and so on. So And of course, companies want you to stay as long as possible on their application so that they can show you as many advertisements as possible so that they earn as many money as possible. So, I mean, have a look to Google's global revenue, more than 80% is done through advertisement. This is a business model. So we have to take care of this. That can become an obstacle to us being augmented. Okay, I had my son 2 weeks ago who put his alarm clock at 3 a.m. in the morning because he loves gaming. He told me, yeah, but so when I saw this the day after, he told me, yes, but I wanted to play more, to have more time to play. So this is an issue not only for us, but also for our kids. And our kids are more vulnerable to that. So we need to really take care of that. What I'm doing with my kids, I have 2 kids. I'm not banning them to go on screens, even though I feel that they are spending too much time. Because if I do that, I'm sure they will do it hidden from me, and I won't know it. So what I prefer is to explain to them, and that's what I did. I explained to them what those applications are meant to do with our brains, with their brains, and what are the risks, and what are also the opportunities of going outside, playing with the other kids, learning things from the outside, from the non-digital world. And I asked them, now that you understand both pictures, commit on the time that you will spend next week per day on your device. I expected them to tell me I'm going to spend the whole 8 hours of the day on the device. But guess what? They were very rational. They told me, I'm going to spend 1 hour. I told him, okay, even 1 hour and a half is good. So they are very rational. It's all about explaining them. It's not only addictions. It's also distractions. More than 250,000 people in the world die every year from being distracted by their phones. So I have a key rule here, all or nothing. So if I'm on my phone, on my computer, I'm only doing this. If I'm outside playing with my kids, talking with friends, I'm only doing this. If I do 2 at the same time, I'm missing both of them. I'm bad at both of them at the same time. That's a striking video. Huh? Funny at the beginning, but the end is really tough. So what can we do with that? I told you about building a life balance. In life, everything is about balance when we talk about diets, exercising, and everything. So using AI is the same thing. It's about good balance. The second is build AI literacy, and this is what we should do with our kids, with our staff at the office. It's about them and us understanding what AI is, how it evolves, what are the new opportunities that we see coming on regularly to help us augment ourselves, what are the risks, new risks that are coming in, what are the consequences on the society, on ethics that I should be aware of. So it's not about, you see, it's not about knowing how to code. It's mainly about understanding the opportunities, the risks, the ethical implications, and so on. For building AI literacy, I have 2 rules. Both of them are percentages. The first one is 15%. We should all spend 15% of our time, our working time, educating ourselves on what is new about AI. Okay, and I do it for me, and I do it for my people, the people working for me. Second, 30%. 30% is the amount of a topic that we need to know about in order to be proficient in it. So we don't need to go to the detail of any topic that we read. Only knowing 30% of it is enough to be proficient. So this is based on an analysis of what the people who are fluent in the language compared to people who can just manage with the language. Those people who are so proficient with the language only know 30% of the vocabulary that people who know very well the language do. Let's move now to the risk and opportunity number 3. Ever evolving, how to catch up. So Those technologies are ever evolving. Have a look here. This is our desk. This was our desk 30 years ago. Since then, everything has changed. Everything has been embedded in our computers, then in our phones, then in our smart glasses. What's next? Our smart lenses, maybe. What's next? Maybe we will be able to collaborate with technology through our thoughts. So what I want to share with you, the key message I want to share here is technology is progressing very fast. How do we keep up? And how do we make our skills keep up, updated with what is happening? Should we learn technology skills? So basically learn how to code and program? Yes, but not only. Okay, as you can see here, ChatGPT is doing great work at coding. So ChatGPT passes Google coding interview for level 3 engineers. Should we think about another technical skill like passing the bar exam, becoming a lawyer? As you can see on the green bar, ChatGPT is better than the average student that is in purple. Should we become a doctor? This is all our parents wanted us to do. Here you can see again, MedPalm is becoming better than doctors at analyzing, diagnosing cases. So what should we do? What are the skills we should work on to be a long-term? So let's ask Dumbledore, the wise man. Let's ask him for more information about that. We come back to our key equation, AI plus humans. In the best case, if each of those bubbles represents skills, you can see that those skills are different. The skills of AI are different from the skills that humans have. The issue becomes where the skills that AI excels at are the same as the humans one. And this is where we come in a game of redundancy. This is not what we want to happen to us, because the equation has changed. You've seen the plus became a minus. So we are becoming redundant. So what can we do about that? We should build skills that are specific to us, specific to humans. Those skills that belong to our personalities, our emotions, that we built with our own stories. And from my research, creativity, critical thinking, and social skills are the 3 skills of the future, the skills that we should always build on because they are specific to us humans. Technology will never be able to achieve them as well as we do because, again, they are linked to our emotions, our histories, and to love. We are the only entity to know what is love. Okay? Technology will never be able to do that. So what we need to do is become unique. Same as Gertrude, the hairy frog. We need to become unique. We need to build on what is our humanity. And this is what we discussed about. Anna, do you want to say something to close?
The insights we have shared today are sourced from the best-selling first reference book on intelligent automation. All profits from the book are channeled into charities focused on educating the underserved in new technologies. It's been an absolute pleasure engaging with you through this presentation. I look forward to our paths crossing again soon.
Thank you, Anna. It was great to have you with us today. So unfortunately, we haven't learned what is the special prompt to finish the building, but I hope you liked it. Thank you very much.